All right, thanks, Al. Well, we've seen some of the best and worst Kansas City Chiefs plays that we've seen so far. And how would you describe what the first half looked like?
Amazing. We're sitting here saying Kansas City's sleepwalking. They're making mistakes. They're playing poorly. 300 yards and 21 points.
It's like Mahomes magic. They needed something bad to happen. The fumble for the touchdown, it woke them up, and now the offense is rolling.
Yeah, a couple of turnovers turns into 3 touchdowns and a 21-7 lead. But coming up on the hot halftime, we got highlights from the games earlier today, and you'll want to hear what Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy had to say about the last-second drama in Dallas. That's coming up next.
Want more stats? Hey Siri, who leads the league in receiving touchdowns? Welcome to the Toyota Halftime. Let's go places.
Well, Mike Tomlin told us not to blink before this game, and we blinked, and there were 3 touchdowns scored by the Chiefs coach.
Right,
the shovel pass was good, then lining it up for Pringle, and then, of course, hooking up for his 9th playoff touchdown to Travis Kelce to cap off the first half. Kansas City Chiefs go into locker room with a 21-7 lead, dancing all the way. Yeah, it looks really good. Maria Taylor alongside Tony Dungy and Chris Sims, though. This is game 3 of a triple header, so, guys, let's start with the beginning of the day. Philadelphia on the road taking on Tom Brady and the reigning Super Bowl champs, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and it was all Brady all the time.
He was in charge all the way. Got him out to a 31-0 lead to start this one.
So the Bucs win it. They'll host either the Rams or the Cardinals in the divisional round. Now, this is the game everyone's talking about. 49ers and Cowboys, third quarter. Deebo Samuel, tell me if you've heard this one before, to the house.
To the house. Run game was huge all day for the 49ers. Deebo Samuel run game especially was a weapon for that offense.
Okay, but not so fast. The Cowboys getting let back in this one. Jimmy G throwing an interception.
One thing you can't do is turn the ball over and change the momentum.
Too aggressive.
Well, now the question is, can the Cowboys capitalize off the Jimmy G mistake? And that's exactly what quarterback Dak Prescott does.
Yeah, Nick Bosa's out of the game. They don't stay in their rushing lanes here. Wide open lane along the left side for Prescott. He walks in for a touchdown.
Okay, so that cuts the deficit to 6. One last chance for Dallas. What do you guys see on this play?
14 seconds left on defense. You're thinking, all we've got to do is tackle them in bounds. The game is over, and Dallas does not execute here well, Chris.
Right, Maria, any team I was on, John Gruden played for Josh McDaniels, worked with the New England Patriots. 18 seconds was the line of demarcation to go. Can we get another playoff?
And you've got to hand the ball to the umpire. Don't make him search for it.
All right, let's see what head coach Mike McCarthy had to say after.
Do you want to be running a Hail Mary play from the 50-yard line, or you want to be running 5 verticals from the 25-yard line? So that's the decision. It's the right decision. It's just like anything. It's, the execution between us and the officiating spotting the ball obviously wasn't in tune, we shouldn't have had any problem getting the ball spotted there. Is that the quote you're looking for?
Well, that's the quote that we heard. They said they shouldn't have had any problems getting the ball spotted there. Do you agree, Coach?
Well, 14 seconds is very, very close. I agree with his logic, trying to get closer. But if you're going to run it, Dak Prescott, you got to give that ball to the umpire and not have all that confusion spotting it.
Right, or slide a few yards earlier, right? That would be the big thing. But yes, it's the execution of the play, not handling the ball there. They were sloppy all day with little details. Yeah. A lot of penalties by that Cowboys team. 14
penalties by the Cowboys team. Remember, that's the most penalized team in football. So they go home. The San Francisco 49ers, they go on to Green Bay looking to make it to their second NFC championship game in the last 3 years. And meanwhile, we'll await the winner to the Rams and Cards game because they'll be heading to Tampa. And we could have a rematch between the Bills and the Chiefs if this score holds. Coming up, Jack Collinsworth and Drew Brees from the field at Arrowhead. But first, it's easy to find your groove in the first ever Corolla Cross.
I think artistry is definitely something that there's never any cap for growth. I would definitely say that artistry is also quite athletic. To be able to perform through a whole 4-minute program with artistic drive requires a lot of energy and a lot of athleticism. So I'm trying to improve the consistency of the elements, make sure that I can do it when it matters. And that's, extraordinarily difficult. But yeah, that's, I think, what has helped me get to where I am now.
Nathan Chin is one of the best his sport has seen. He'll be chasing down redemption at the Winter Olympics next month. Jack Collinsworth, Drew Brees, Patrick Mahomes starting to find a bit of a rhythm there late. What surprised you most from that first half?
Well, for the first 20 minutes, the Steelers defense absolutely dominated that game. And TJ Watt forcing turnovers. If you're an offense, you're saying to yourself, hey, we got to stop TJ Watt. Well, guess what? You didn't. But all that did was wake up the sleeping giant because it was all Chiefs after that.
If you're Andy Reid, what did you find that was working there late?
Play with tempo, get the ball to Travis Kelce, and just let Mahomes go be Mahomes.
Well, we already see, man, TJ Watt, he can take over these games at any moment. He has flashed that ability here in the first half. Those handoffs, they seem to work better with Mahomes playing quarterback. 21-7 at the half, all KC.
This has been the Toyota Halftime. Let's go places.